Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Season 8 Hungarian Grand Prix for the American Championship on PRL. Now here we are in qualifying, the Hungarian Grand Prix of course in Budapest, and you'll remember from last season just quite how horrific our race was. We started up front, we're running quite well, but then it all just snowballed from there. We had drive-throughs, our fault and not our fault, and ended up 11th, the only race in which I did not score points in that championship season. Across the line we come. Not quite good enough on the softs, so we'll go in for some supers. There's my teammate. This time it's not Dubsy, the championship leader. He's unable to race this time. Instead we've got a different countryman. It's HSV, and hopefully we can work well together in this race, get good results for the Mercedes team. We seem to be very fond of employing Australians through there, and we can see that Dahi's gone provisional pole as we go purple through the first sector. Through this last sector, absolutely lovely and flowing. Everyone's got to love this sector, surely one of the best sectors in racing. We are currently up on our delta and up such that we might go provisional pole unless someone beats it going across the line. No, it doesn't look like there's anyone left to beat it. Looking on the map, across the line we come with a 19.9, the first 19 of the session. It would not be the only one though, as Meb goes to provisional pole. On our next lap, unfortunately, we go quite deep at turn 1. Doesn't leave you a lot of time, but it was enough. So Meb takes pole by quite a margin, very impressive lap. Wondering whether though he set his car up too much for qualifying. I guess we'll see now. We don't get a great launch at all. Those lights were not on for a very long time. In fact, Meb, not with a great start either, but Forza Alonso around the outside from P4 on the grid is looking to the outside. Meb brakes earlier than I expect. I get my nose down the inside, he left some space, and through we go. We're going to have to cover this off though, because he's still got his nose in there. I squeeze him towards the left, and he brakes early. So we're taking the lead, even without the greatest start. And that's a very positive way to start the Hungarian Grand Prix. Forza Alonso is closing in though, and he does seem faster in this phase of the race. He puts his nose down the inside there. Thankfully for him, he didn't put it too far down, otherwise he might have had it chopped off. At this point I decided it was probably wise to back the field up. The top 4 were in a nice queue there, but the Jacko train would really start when it became a 6-man train as HSV and Aaron Webb caught up later on. You can see how slowly I'm going here. Just trying to see if someone can get past Forza Alonso, and as soon as they do that, I'm going to hammer it and try and get away, because I know otherwise he's going to follow and perhaps get us. So we'll just coast through here, save some tyres in the meantime as well. Always a good play. Take a defensive line just in case. And we're still safe. Despite running 11-11 wings on the straights and with DRS, we can defend. We saw the nose of the Haas down the inside there. There's so much grip around the outside, and there's a good run down to turn 2 from this side, that it shouldn't be too much of a concern to defend this into turn 2. And yep, you can see though that there is now 6 cars in this 20-man grid that are part of the train. So this is going to be very exciting. Through this last sector again, not the ideal line through there. Look how close these cars are. Have to defend once again. This time it looks like Meb has come around the outside of Forza Alonso, so a mistake from the Haas driver, concentrating too much on trying to get past me, has left the door open for Meb, and also Nick Dahi it looks like. So now it's time to put the hammer down. Can I get away with Meb behind instead of Forza Alonso, who now seems to have gone back past the Red Bull of Dahi? Indeed, I could get away, and by the end of lap 5 I had broken DRS, and it was time to really put the hammer down. Forza Alonso back up to second as cars pit, and Hutius would destroy his car.
Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed.
That is absolutely key for this race. Into the pits we come, as well as Forza Alonso and Nick Dahi. Forza Alonso onto the mediums crucially, but even more crucially, guys who pitted on lap 6 and earlier will be in a very bad position, having not taken advantage of a free pit stop basically and everyone else was respecting the safety car delta. So it was a good start. We got the faster lap and just destroyed the pack away from the start. Forza Alonso held some guys up, and his medium tyres were not the right choice. At 72%, we realised it was time to pit. We stretched the tyres enough to go onto another set of softs, the quali softs in fact. You can see they already have some wear on them. And Nick Dahi, having pitted a bit earlier, did not quite undercut us. In the pits now, the final two cars, Meb and Forza Alonso, they'll go onto softs, but we'll have undercut them and Nick Dahi will be in front of them. So no concerns whatsoever. It would be victory in Hungary, and with Dubsy absent, a 25-point swing in our favour. Still 9 points behind him, and I'm sure he'll be back strong next time. But still a fantastic result. 3 victories this season, already more than I had last season when I won the championship. So there you go. We'll see you guys next time in Spa.